Hey guys, we're going to talk about Ted Lasso. But first, a word from our sponsors. Haha, just kidding. I don't have any sponsors. I'm just a small creator. So no one will sponsor me yet because, small creator. But I have beef with you guys, okay? 87% of you guys watch my videos and do not subscribe. Good lord, that is a lot. That's a lot of people. Matter of fact, 97% of you guys watched my last Ted Lasso video and are not subscribed. It's okay, I get it. It's the stash. Not only does this make me upset, this makes Goofy upset. And we all know what happens when Goofy gets upset. You don't want to make Goofy upset.
I'll watch you in your sleep.
In order to not trigger Goofy to commit any sort of violence, please subscribe. We cannot have anyone getting hurt because of this menace. I mean, look at him. It only takes a second and will save lives. Literally. If you like this kind of content of me reviewing movies and shows, please subscribe. Please. Please.
I know where you live.
So, I already talked about Ted Lasso in this video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But I realized I didn't review the show. I was just telling you why you need to watch the show, hence the title. So in this video, I'm going to review the show and give my honest thoughts on Ted Lasso. And I'm going to start with season 1. The best way I can describe season 1 is surprising, but in a good way. When I was first watching the show, I thought, okay, I get it. This is just an American who's moving to England to coach a soccer team. Oh, this is gonna be really cute. This is gonna be a good time. We're gonna have some fun here. I thought there was gonna be these funny moments of Ted not understanding what he's doing and him just being a complete failure, and there were. Kind of like an extension episode of Friends or something. I don't know. And even though I was right, I was very, very, very wrong. You will have an idea of who is who in this show until you don't. Let me explain. For example, when you first see Jamie, you're like, oh, he's just the prideful kid and, he's the hot shot of the team. He's gonna be kind of the villain, or, maybe that guy who's just really, annoying and just this jerk. Okay, I get it. Come to find out, he's just a lost kid with daddy issues. When you see Roy, you'll think, oh, he's just a mean old guy who will probably end up punching somebody in the face or something. Come to find out, he has a niece, he starts dating Keely, and he's actually a really good guy and has a soft heart. You look at Keely and think, oh, she's just the hot girlfriend of the hot shot on the team. All body, no personality type of girl. Come to realize, she goes through this entire character arc of being her own person and just, learning how to be Keely. When you look at Rebecca, you're thinking, wow, she's really gonna make Ted do this, and he's actually going to fail. What in the world? Then you realize, no, she's just hurt and she wants revenge. And you actually realize even more that she's not even a bad person, she's just hurt. Things like that happen all the time in season 1, and it's one of the most engaging things that I've ever seen. It's something that I definitely didn't see, and I love seeing it. Oh, wow, look at that, it's raining. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Except for Beard. I think he's very underused in this season. And this leads up to my favorite part of the show, finding out why Ted left America. When you find out that Ted is in England because he got divorced, it changed your perspective of the entire show. Instead of being this longer version or longer episode of Friends, it's trying to tell you something. It's giving these characters more personalities and different things that they're going through. It's engaging to watch. Finding out this truth makes you very empathetic towards Ted and makes you connect to him on a personal level. It grounds the show, and again, it adds so much to it. And finding out these deeper motivations of these characters and seeing the show execute them, it grabbed my attention and honestly broke a lot of stereotypes when it comes to comedy shows. And this is pretty much the content of season 1. Learning about these characters, seeing what they go through, seeing so many things, and just adding layers to the show and the depth to it. You go on this journey with these characters and it's just so much fun. This is what I love about season 1. And yeah, the whole story is just done very, very well. I also like seeing the game of soccer integrated into the story. Certain games and decisions within the games tie into the story, and it's done very, very well. The decision to bench Jamie, which boosts the morale of the team, using Nate's strategy to give him confidence, and trying to win against Man City in order to not get relegated. All these events expand on the story, and it's not a distraction. It actually matters, and I love that. Maybe because I'm such a big soccer fan. I don't know. Maybe. Is that it? I don't know. Anyways, it's great to see and I love it. This makes the story and the success of the team more engaging because there are consequences onto them losing or them failing their objective, as we see in the story. But yeah, I just love that they integrated the game of soccer and everything that goes on within the franchise, or the club I should say, into the story. It's done very, very well. Like I said in my first Ted Lasso video, I love the jokes in this story. Every bit of writing is amazing and the jokes are well timed. They're not in your face and the show doesn't try to be too funny, if you know what I mean. There are certain comedy shows that focus too much on the comedy aspect that it forgets about the characters and the story. So most of the jokes that they say come off really, really, really annoying. And when I say really annoying, I mean really annoying. I do not think people understand how much a bad joke can ruin any movie or TV show. It's annoying. This show is the opposite when it comes to its jokes. They're very subtle and it's not shoved into your face. Now yeah, there are times when it is in your face because it is a comedy show, but it's not distracting, and to me, it's just so funny that it doesn't even bother me. I give credit to the writers because integrating comedy into any story, in my opinion, is very, very hard to do without it being distracting, and Ted Lasso does a great job of doing that. Alright, this video is getting kind of long, so I'm just going to kind of speed through some of these points. Actually, no, there's one thing that I did want to talk about, just one more thing. To see them lose in the regular season is so heartbreaking, but I like it. It makes you very anticipated onto the next season. You want to see where the story goes, and yeah, I like it. I like that they did that. That's it. Yep, that's all I wanted to say. Yep, that's season 1. Anyways, 10 out of 10. Let's move on to season 2. Here we go, guys. Season 2. Does season 2 back up the greatness of season 1? Yes, it does. It's really, really good. I have zero complaints about season 2. Actually, I lied. There's one thing, just one thing that I didn't really like. And it's this relationship. Rebecca and Sam. Now, I get why they're doing it. Okay. Rupert, Rebecca's ex-husband, married this young girl and left Rebecca. And so they're trying to get Rebecca to fall in love with the young man as some sort of metaphor that she's a better I don't know. I actually don't know why they did it. And these two characters are great, okay? They're great within this story. And yeah, I just love them a lot. But I don't know if I want to see these two in a relationship. Like, come on. I don't know. Maybe it's personal. But to see these two, just throws me off. But even then, it's still not a bad thing because we get to learn more about these characters. Like what Rebecca is going through and her mindset in the season. And same goes for Sam. We get to learn more about Sam, him as a character, and what he values as a person. Now that I think about it, I think it is personal. I think it is. I don't know. Someone tell me in the comments that that I'm not alone or something, because yeah, I feel like I'm the only one who feels this way. But even though I had a personal issue with the relationship, the season is still amazing. Season 2 does a great job of expanding on characters that we didn't get to see a lot in season 1, and the current characters in the story. Well, I don't know if you want to call Nate's character arc a development, but it's something. Seeing Jamie, this lost kid, that story expanding, just creates so much empathy for you. It's so appealing to watch Ted and the others accept Jamie for who he is, and to see Jamie just vulnerable in general. And this scene is amazing. Sam standing up for what's right and becoming into his own person. It's great to watch. It's so engaging, it works for the story, and I just love seeing it. To see Nate become this villain is great for the story as well. Now at first, I didn't really like it. I mean, not where they were going with it, but him in general just rubbed me the wrong way. The things that he was doing, yeah, it was very, very annoying and just weird. But honestly, I like it. I like that they're adding this villain, I guess you can say, into the story. It's naturally built through the story, and it's really not forced, so I don't have any complaints about it. You can see it in season 2, or the beginning of season 2, and as the season goes on, by the season finale, yeah, it all comes together. It's really, really exciting to see where this goes, especially if you watch the end credit scenes of the final episode. Okay, this video is getting long. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about some stuff that I really, really liked really quick. Keely and Roy's relationship. Yeah, I love it. I love these two, okay? These two are great. They're great for the story, and they just have great chemistry, and they're just adorable in my opinion. To see them work through their relationship issues is very engaging to watch, and I just love it so much. See Roy coaching this little girl soccer team to being on TV and becoming a coach for Richmond, it's great to see. And it leads to probably my favorite scene that I've ever seen. I mean, it's amazing. Other stuff, just watching them fight and learning the boundaries of their relationship, it's just great for the story, and I just love watching it. But yeah, those two and how the writers executed their relationship is very, very, very good, and I give them so much credit for that. And of course, Mr. Ted Lasso. He gets expanded in this season, and to see him not trusting therapists and just therapy in general to being vulnerable is great for him. Ted is a positive person, and to have him have this struggle of not really trusting therapists and, you know, being difficult on opening up, it's great for the story, and it works for his character as well. To see him work through his panic attacks and to trust Dr. Sharon, it's great to see. I love watching this friendship expand and just develop right in front of us. I think it's great, and to see these two characters' growth, it works really well. They also bounce off of each other very, very well, and yeah, it's just great. Overall, season 2 does a great job of expanding the storylines in season 1. It focuses on characters that normally did not get a lot of screen time, or the main characters from season 1. I have to give season 2 a lot of credit for this. Certain shows out there don't have a very healthy season 2 to season 1, but this one does. And it does a great job of making their side characters and characters that don't get a lot of screen time very important to the story. And it does a great job of expanding on the characters that we already know and love. It's great. Except this episode of Beard is weird. No, I'm sorry. I said a lot of good things about season 2, but this episode sucks. It's weird, it's misplaced, and it's out of tone. I know I complain about him not getting enough screen time, but this is definitely not it. Why are we seeing this? It's a sword of my film brain. This should not be in the season. Why is this a thing? This is bad and completely out of tone with the show. Why is this here? 10 out of 10, absolutely zero flaws.
I know where you live.